All right, so I was checking out this little snowman guy. I'm always looking for Jimmy, and it is actually a Jimmy. So it's one of the singing, dancing ones. Hopefully he works. He's only $3.99, so it is worth the gamble to me. Sometimes the batteries are corroded, but unfortunately it's a screw and I can't open it. So we're going to have to open it up home and hope that he works. All right, further down in the Christmas section, I came across an ornament, an Hallmark ornament. So I usually try to look up each and every one of them unless I know that they're not worth picking up. I've seen them before. But this one was new to me, and it is a newer one, being 2022. But I was pleasantly surprised when I actually found that this one does pretty well. It sells pretty fast and for some good money. So with that, it's going in the cart. So we're doing pretty good in the Christmas section today. Came across these really cute like farm animals. They're quilted stockings, so there is 2 of them. I probably would have left it behind if it was only one, but since they're a pair and they're homemade, somebody's gonna love this farm theme for their next Christmas. So for $1 each, we're gonna take them. All right, so I'm in the baby section now. I do love picking up baby stuff, especially like the sleep sacks, but also we have our granddaughter coming in June, so I was definitely looking at this one here. And the ones that you guys want to look out for are the Woolino ones. This one definitely looked quality to me, so I decided to take a little peek inside to see what the brand was, and I was pleasantly surprised to see Pottery Barn, which is an awesome brand. So Pottery Barn plus sleep sack equals great money. So this one's definitely coming home with us. Not sure if it go to my granddaughter or be flipped on eBay, or it could just go to my granddaughter, and then after she's done using it, it will flip on eBay. So either way, it's going home with us. All right, so this looks familiar. I think it was our daughter Addison, could have been Morgan, could have been Cameron, honestly, that had this. Now I just went through all of our girl names. But anyways, this was a baby blanket they had back in the day. So this is vintage either way. All my girls are considered vintage now. That's kind of crazy. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and grab this. If it's not worth picking up, I'm going to go ahead and just keep it for our granddaughter. All right, so the last thing that we're picking up today is these pillow shams. So I just thought they looked really unique with the design and everything, and that's kind of what I go through when I go through all the linens here, kind of feel the textures, see if they feel quality, and also just from thrifting for so long, I can usually tell by just looking at them if they are made in China, kind of a cheaper material, or that they are quality. So I definitely knew these looked really good. So I wasn't surprised when they're actually Anthropology, but they're called Emily Isabella. And as you can see, they are by Anthropology. So unfortunately, they don't have the sheets with them, but somebody's going to be looking for the pillow shams, and I'll have 2. All right, heading on out of here. We got some personal stuff. Got some, not a crazy amount of goodies, but that was super fun and always a joy to shop with my man. So on to the next thrift. All right, we just rolled up on the second Goodwill, and my man here just said that we're going to go to 3 Goodwills, right, babe?
Yeah, the Chick-fil-A caffeine kicking in.
All right, I'm going to get you that more often.
Watch 2 hours later.
Don't worry, I'll get you Starbucks.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna grab a cart. Head up on getting that rack over there, the new clothing rack. See what we can find. Looks like Kevin beat me to it.
The logo looks like Fiori.
No, it's not an X.
I'm just kind of wondering, like...
I'm not sure.
It looks like this.
It's probably a V.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that was a stupid question.
Not really, because I don't know what the answer is. I got a new shoe card here.
Yeah.
I found some shape ups. Yeah, you found something good, babe?
Never found this brand, but if you guys know what it is, you're probably yelling at me like, you should know what that is, but I don't.
Is that Viore?
Twisted.
Oh yeah, Twisted X. Oh yeah.
Listed for $65 plus shipping. So we'll look at the sold comp.
Yeah, let's do that. Shall we?
I'll kidnap 1,000 thrifting items before I let this company die.
Times have changed. Scaring isn't enough anymore. But kidnapping children? I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die.
Oh, let's swallow this. I mean, I think that's part of it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The
No.
traction is really good.
Yeah, traction good. How about the soles?
Soul is good.
All right.
Soul.
Soul food.
Soul train. Yeah.
All right. Looks like these are the
Skechers.
Skechers
Oh, those are
shape
moon
ups.
ones.
Yeah, they're the shape ups.
Shape up.
But they're also the breast cancer awareness. That's cool.
Yep.
All right. Oh, here's some more shape ups. All right, we're shaping it up. So the comps are all over the place for these, and they are asking $7. They're not in the best condition, so I think I'm going to go ahead and leave these. I don't feel like cleaning them. Could get anywhere between 20 and 50. It's just kind of a broad range. So with that, we're going to leave them. All right, so unfortunately, I'm going to put these ones back as well. I thought they would do a lot better. Looks like the comps are kind of all over the place as well. But there's a lot listed, only a few sold, and the price range is... Otherwise, I'd be picking these up for $7 because there's not a lot of stuff to clean on them. The tie has a little fraying, as you can tell, but overall, they're really good condition. I think I'm just going to put them back, not have to worry about letting them sit for a long time.
All right, see what wifey found here. What you got, babe?
Yeah, so I thought this was either a San Marcos blanket or a Biderlac, but it is a Biderlac. Really cool lion,
Yep,
tiger, bear, oh my, something like that.
that's cool.
Yeah, so it's not huge, but people absolutely love these. They're definitely vintage. What you're going to want to look out for is, here is the tag, Viderlac, and usually they say made in the USA right there, so that means it's vintage. And they are also double-sided. So super cool. Not sure how much they're going to go for, but I don't ever pass these up because I love listing them and selling them. And when they do sell, they sell pretty good.
Very nice, babe. Very nice. So, babe, like I looked up that Biderlac.
Yeah.
There's only 2 listed.
Okay.
They have it listed for a ridiculous amount. So there's one for $149.99.
Okay.
And then here's your other prints for tigers, and they're ranging a pretty good amount. But then this is the one. This is for $140. So it's kind of like these are the only 2 I see that are listed.
Okay. What about sold? Anything like that in sold? So sold comps. Here's the ones that are similar. I've definitely sold that one in the past.
So looks like that's kind of similar, sort of, but yours has a border around it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not seeing anything sold that's similar to that, but those 2 that are up there right now, the listing is pretty high.
Yeah, I would say since those were the similar comps to ours, we will come in probably around $99
Yeah,
and
I was
probably
thinking that.
and sell ours before the $130 and $170 one.
Yeah, fine.
Thanks. So this definitely brings back memories. I had this comforter growing up, and then I had it when me and Kevin first got together. And this is definitely a vintage find. I'm sure my mom remembers this. Right, Mom? Do you remember this back in the day? Yeah, super cool. I still love this print. If I ever found that comforter again, I'd be totally all over it. So I did find the sheet. The sheet isn't in the best condition, but I think I'm going to go ahead and grab it. I have a couple crafty ideas I want to do with it. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
Look, babe.
Menards.
Lord.
Menards. All right, right, so I just saw this random bin of shoes, and this was on the top. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. I just sold those Belleville. They're called Belleville boots, and I believe I just sold them for $80. So we're going to definitely dig in here and see if we can find the other one. Come on, babe. Help me out. Dig in. This is so exciting. There's an $80 bill in here. Whoever finds it first gets to spend it at Menards. Oh. What is this? Diplomat?
That's you.
The people at the register are like, what? There it is. I found it first. All right, so we're definitely picking these up with rocks and mud and all because they're not that hard to clean. But yeah, maybe a little bit hard to clean. Look at that thick thing of mud. Oh, but for $10 into 80, I'm gonna take that all day. All right, new stock cart just rolled out here right before we're about to leave. Check this out. What is this? Corningware. Oh, I actually think I've sold one of these before too. It's been a long while, but if it works for $7, a little steep, but if it works, we're definitely getting this. All right, so we got a red light there, and it's feeling hot. Oh yeah, my husband already wants muffins. I don't think he's getting muffins off of this thing, but yep, we're gonna grab it. In the cart it's gonna go. All right, we're gonna head up on out of here. We were heading out as I found this, so I'm definitely ready to go. And we're gonna check out that next thrift store. So stay tuned for that. Well, thank you, sir.
Well, you're welcome.
All right, we're at stop number 3, another Goodwill. And this is pretty tiny. And when I have to say tiny, you guys will probably agree that it must be tiny. So this is it. This is what you get right here. But you never know, we might find some tiny little gems. All right, so the first aisle that I walk down, I see this sticking out of the side. Now, I thought it was kind of cheesy, but I think it's actually really, really nice. So this is a brand called Sheriff, which I have heard of before. I've actually picked up a few purses in the past, but this is actually a women's sweater in that brand. So I think this is going to do really well. It is a size 1X, and as you can see, it has leather trim. So yeah, I think this is a winner. All right, so I think I stumbled on the tiny gem that we were just talking about. Like, I could be totally wrong, but this right here doesn't look like anything crazy, right? Now, it definitely has a little bit of wear here. He's not in the best condition. He's got, some staining stuff, cakes of dust there, but he is a gemmy. But when I looked him up, someone has it listed for $499. Like, what? $499. Supposedly this one is supposed to be extremely rare. So for $399, I think it's worth the gamble. What do you think? What? Like, even if we got half that. Yeah. You're coming home with me, Frosty. All right, so when I was in the linen section, I came across these. They just felt really good quality. So I decided to look more into them. Looks like they're called Magashoni, which I guess can do pretty well. Now there is 3 of these. I believe they're all the same size. I could be wrong. That one's more square. That one's definitely a square, and I would assume, this one's a square also. So depending on how much they go for, I'll probably just end up lotting these together and see what we can get for them. So I also found this really beautiful like hand knit baby blanket. I don't normally pick up like the knitted or crocheted one, but for some reason this one just called to me. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's a pretty good size, so I think I'm going to go ahead and rescue this from the thrift store. And I think somebody's going to love this. This will probably be a little bit more than bread and butter. Probably some little sugar and honey on top. Alright, so I think I was actually wrong on this. It is a sheriff, but this does not do as well as I thought it would. I guess it's more of the purses that do well. So there is a few listed and none sold. So with that, we're going to have to leave it behind. Alright, we got some Hokas here. These are in pretty rough condition. As you can tell, lots of stains. But I think most of that's just kind of mud that we can get out. They were asking $10, so I definitely looked these up, and it looks like they go around $40 to $60. That's with shipping. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just throw these in the wash for $10. Hope they come out good, and then we should be good to go. And we should get around $40. All right, what'd you find, babe?
So, this is a good luck charm. Shop with some Starbucks, and then like maybe find some gems. So this one is an Oshkosh vintage work shirt.
Yeah, and you can tell it's vintage by not only this tag here, but also there it is. It's definitely vintage. I don't know if it says made in the USA. No, it says cotton, but as you can see, that is a no-brainer vintage. So this shirt should go for how much, babe?
So this one goes for $35, $40.
All right, good find, babe.
All right, so this brand right here, let me see if I won't butcher this name, but gosh, Baccarat, I guess? Yeah, so I only grabbed this one just to see. I never heard of this, but it says made in Italy, and like, seems like 9 times out of 10, like stuff from where it says Italy, made in Italy, pretty much are very good finds. But for this one, this is kind of like a thinner sweater here, but like these don't go for very much, but the ones that do go for a good value is the thicker ones, because they also look like the Kuji sweater. So if they're thicker and have the design like a Kuji, then pick those up, and they go for very good moolah.
All right, surprise. We thought 3 Goodwills in one day wasn't enough, so here we are at Goodwill number 4. This one is actually about 25 minutes away from our house, so we're closer to home, and as you can tell, it's dark, but this will be our last stop of the night, so let's make it a good one. All right, so I found this Dallas Cowboys. It is vintage, made in the USA, and it's got some really cool embroidery, so I think I'm going to take a chance on this. Go ahead and grab this for $5. All right, what did you find, babe?
So this is an Eddie Bauer jacket. It's got this Apache or Southwestern look to it, but it's all wool. It's a women's jacket made in the USA. This one like comps out to about like $45 or $60 on this one.
Nice, good score.
Yeah, this is like a last minute one. Clothing, but yeah.
Yep, and I think he found a few of these little guys. We're not too sure if they were mass produced or handmade. I would say they're actually hand carved. So I think we're going to take a gamble on these 2 guys. He's missing his pole, unfortunately, so we're going to leave him. And then the last other thing that I'm going to pick up that's not personal is this blanket here. I've never found this one before. It's got some cute little animals on the top and the bottom, the same ones. I couldn't make out what the maker was because the tag is very faded. I did a Google image search on it, and it looks like someone's trying to get over $100. So even if we get half that, still be worth the pickup for like $3. All right, we're gonna head out. They're literally closing in 2 minutes, so we didn't have too much time to shop. But I'm glad we squeezed in 4 Goodwills for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully enjoyed my husband on our trip with us. And until next time, until we thrift again to a crazy amount of Goodwill stores, catch you on the flip side. If you like this sort of content,
Or if you don't,
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell your friends. And until next time,
Catch you on the flip side.